What's going on, guys? Dirt Sheet clocking in from the Spoiler Alert Network. You're going to have to forgive me for the quality of this video, if the sound or if the visuals seem off. I'm doing this from work in the spare 10 minutes that I have every night. It has been crazy. The COVID virus is beating the country down, and I work for, I guess, a pretty important company, so demand is pretty high for what I do right now. Anyways, Showtime thought it'd be a good idea for us all to share our thoughts and viewpoints on the Road to WrestleMania venture that we've all been on the past 10 weeks. And honestly, guys, I don't know, it's a whirlwind of emotions for me, because when we started the Road to WrestleMania, I was super excited, arguably as excited for wrestling as I have ever been in my life, because my two best friends and me were going to spend 10 weeks straight talking about wrestling, which was something that I love, and it was at the high point of wrestling. We were just coming off Survivor Series. NXT had just invaded the main roster. Things were looking great. AEW had just kickstarted, so we had Wednesday Night Wars, two premier shows. NXT and AEW were doing great at the time. They were at their high points. The main roster was even looking better. We had good things. Seth Rollins had just slayed the beast. And things were looking good. Things were looking great. Drew McIntyre was getting a mega push. Things were good. Wrestling was good. I enjoyed wrestling. And then it all just took a turn, man. I don't know how to feel, because after Super Showdown, I haven't watched the weekly show. I haven't watched wrestling for a month. I'm not even sure if I'm going to watch WrestleMania. I don't want to. Between Goldberg getting the strap and them squandering one of the best things in wrestling in The Fiend, and it's just, I don't like it, man. And then also with the COVID virus beating everybody down, the empty stadiums, the empty arena shows, I love wrestling, and for me, watching a wrestling event, the biggest part of me that gets excited is watching these superstars enjoy what they do and feed off of the crowd. Without the audience, you could just kind of see that these guys are like, what are we doing? We're performing in an empty arena. There's nobody here. It's quiet. There's no, it's not as exciting. And, we know they're not happy with still doing shows. I know that it's a complicated situation, and you can't just postpone a WWE storyline or a wrestling storyline, but you have to draw the line somewhere. And, these guys are concerned for their safety. They're concerned for the safety of their family, and I don't know anymore. And, I'm not sure what my future is with wrestling. I haven't even watched NXT. TakeOver was canceled, and the first couple weeks of NXT empty arena shows was just 2 matches and a recap of everything that was happening on Raw and SmackDown. And it wasn't the same. Nothing has been the same since Super Showdown. And I know that it sounds like I'm just whining and bitching about Goldberg getting the strap, but it's much deeper than that for me. It just shows me that Vince has no confidence in the pure talent that is on the roster right now whenever he wants to give part-timers the championship belt on whatever show he's running. And it's just even the Undertaker coming back, I love the Undertaker, but it's just, even Edge, I love Edge, and Edge has still got it in a sense, but there has to be a point where you let these guys step back, and just let the talent that's on the roster now, the young talent, take over. And Vince, every time he's so close to doing that, he takes 3 steps back, and Goldberg gets the Universal Championship. It's just, I don't know how much more of it I can bear, because it keeps getting better, and then it just gets so much worse. So with that being said, I have enjoyed the Road to WrestleMania. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Road to WrestleMania. I enjoyed talking about it. I enjoyed doing all these videos. But right now, in this very moment, I have no idea what my future holds as far as being a fan of wrestling, because I haven't watched anything for weeks, and I don't know if I will. I don't know if and when I can. And it's just, we'll have to see. I really hope, a big part of me really hopes that I can light that spark and get back into wrestling sometime down the road. But right now, I just need to take a break. And I know the other guys kind of feel the same way. And it's kind of sad because I've been a fan of wrestling my whole life. And I love it. I love it so much. And there is so much talent on the main roster right now, all over wrestling. There's really so much. We've never seen the pure athleticism that is in wrestling right now. I just really wish that Vince McMahon could. And it's a shame that he doesn't. So, with that being said, guys, thank you for joining us on our road to WrestleMania. Thank you for watching all of our videos, our 30 minutes of babbling about wrestling. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I really hope that we could bring you guys some maybe education about wrestling and some enjoyment and just babbling about the things that we love. And just remember to stay dedicated.
Good morning, fellas. I'm Showtime, and this is going to be a quick preview of Smoke Break with Showtime. So, our Road to WrestleMania series is wrapping up today. This is the last video that you're going to see before WrestleMania tonight, and I think it went pretty well. We had 10 weeks of content that we recorded all in one night back in January, the night of the Royal Rumble. But what I didn't anticipate was recording 10 weeks of top 5 discussions. I didn't expect every video to be a top 5 discussion. I thought that we were going to be doing some other stuff. I think I mentioned that when we made the announcement that we were going to be doing wrestling content for a while, that we were going to be doing hype trains and reviews and, you know, other stuff. But we ended up doing 10 weeks of top 5 discussions. And now we're going to get away from wrestling content for a while. We're going to get away from top 5 discussions for a while. Because really, we're burnt out on it. We think that you guys are probably burnt out on it too. The few wrestling fans that we have that are actually fans of the page at that. Like each video is getting like 20, 30 views at most. And we see the numbers dropping. I see the numbers dropping. I don't know if the other guys pay attention. But I see the YouTube video, the viewers dropping. Like the one that we uploaded yesterday has been uploaded for almost 24 hours now. And it has 4 views, and that just hurts me. Because that's one of my favorite videos we did, was the top 5 rivalries. And it just goes to show that our fan base is just burnt out on everything we've been doing. And I've been burnt out on editing them, and it's just a bad time. Got tired of looking at wrestling content all the time. Just got old. And I'm glad it's over, honestly. You guys saw our last video posted yesterday, top 5 rivalries. It was my favorite one that we did, but I mean, I was just ready for it to be done. I'm really glad we did it in the end, because it's what I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to just make a living off of talking about wrestling, and I'm not making a living off of it, but I'm getting paid for it through t-shirt sales and stuff. Shout out to you guys who are buying shirts. We sold 7 shirts, I think, last month. That's money for us to keep on doing what we do, so. But tonight is WrestleMania, so, or the beginning of WrestleMania. It's too big for one night, so tonight and tomorrow is WrestleMania. So that's the end of our road to WrestleMania. I'd love to know how you guys felt about the 10-week series and all that. As far as wrestling goes, though, back in January when we started this, the Royal Rumble was exciting. Saw Drew McIntyre win the Royal Rumble. Me and Brad and Dirt Sheet, we watched it together. It was great. And then they just dropped the ball at the WWE Blood Money 5, putting Goldberg over the Fiend. Really soured me as a wrestling fan. I haven't watched WWE since. I've been watching AEW, trying to. It's hard with all the coronavirus stuff. Empty arenas, and the fans are one of the biggest reasons to watch it on TV, because the fans are exciting. The fans get excited, and their energy is part of the biggest reasons to watch. And without fans in the crowd, it's hard to get into it. Beyond that, I have issues with the TNT app on my phone streaming to my TV. So I usually end up watching the first segment on my phone, and then I'll just catch the rest of the results on Reddit or something. But I assume that we're going to have a big announcement for season 3 coming soon. So stay tuned. Hashtag stay tuned. And that's it. My time's up. That's my smoke break. Stay dedicated.
What's going on, guys? Brad here. I hope everybody's doing all right. I hope everybody's staying safe and staying healthy. This is it's a rough and confusing time for everybody out there, and we just want you to know that we're in this together. You're not alone. So we wish you all the best, and I hope you're doing all right, like I said. But anyway, as Showtime and Dirt Sheet both said, this is the official wrap-up of our Road to WrestleMania series we've been doing for the past 10 weeks, and that also marks the end of our second season, as we like to call it. So this will be the last video for our Road to WrestleMania. As most of you probably already know, WrestleMania starts tonight and tomorrow, because I guess it's too big for one night. I don't see how right now with everything going on, but so we just kind of want to give our final thoughts here. As far as our content has gone, I think we started out good. I think it's been going good, and since we started working together almost a year ago now, our content has gotten 10 times better, I think, and we hope you guys have enjoyed it. You guys, your support, that means the world to us. It means everything to us. I can't say it enough. Thank you for continuing to watch our content, and I think it's been going pretty well for the past 10 weeks. We had a solid start with our live stream on the night of the Royal Rumble, which was a fun night. I was super excited to get to work on this stuff, and I mean, as you've noticed, I haven't been in very many of the videos because I haven't really been as invested in wrestling as these other two guys. And on that note, as far as wrestling itself in WWE, I was excited. The Royal Rumble, it started out great. It was a great night, and I was excited to get to work and keep up with everything. And especially, I used to be a huge fan when I was a kid of wrestling, and I kind of fell off of it for a while, and then in the past couple years I kind of been picking back up on it. And then when they revealed The Fiend, that's what drew me back into being a wrestling fan, and I was super excited to see where his career was going to go with that new character. And of course, typical WWE fashion, they squandered it. They crushed his momentum just Goldberg taking the title from him. It crushed everything that he had done up to that point. I mean, obviously he's still around, but it's not worth it anymore. And after that happened, I stopped. I was done. I haven't watched a single wrestling show at all since then. Not WWE. I haven't watched Raw, SmackDown. Haven't watched AEW. Haven't watched NXT, anything like that. They just like to waste their time on part-timers and has-beens, I guess you'd say. So I'm done with wrestling, and like we've said, this is the end of our Road to WrestleMania. This is our final wrestling video for a while, and like Showtime said, we kind of stuck to top 5 discussions in the past 10 weeks, which wasn't originally the intention, but that's just kind of how it happened. I know there's a lot of you that enjoy that, and if you do enjoy the top 5 discussions, thank you, and let us know if you want to see more of them. We do have maybe one more coming in the next couple weeks, kind of in our off time before we announce season 3. But with that, we do have some big plans for season 3. There's a project that I've been wanting to start since we started making videos. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. We're gonna start that in season 3, and you'll see an announcement for that coming soon. And also another very different project is gonna be announced in the next couple weeks. That's going to be part of season 3, a big part of season 3. Hopefully it'll expand our fan base a little bit more. It's something I really enjoy. Like Showtime said, stay tuned, and I'm going to be announcing that in the next couple weeks. But until then, kind of going to be slowing down a little bit. We'll have some bonus videos, as we like to call it, coming out, and like I said, maybe one more top 5 discussion. That'll be all in the next couple weeks, and then either late in this month or early May, probably be starting season 3, so just be sure to stay tuned. And until then, let us know what you'd like to see, let us know what you've enjoyed so far, and as always, stay dedicated.